r/NoSleep. Posted by you/Reddit user 49. Don't pick up the hitchhiker on dark street. 2:11 a.m., no connection. 3 missed calls. I was looking at my phone while I was driving. Text from Paul, bro, where are you? Pick up the phone. The phone was on the back seat. I always leave it there when I'm driving, force of habit I guess, that's why I didn't notice Paul's calls. It was also on silent. Less than 10% battery, please charge. Another notification. I turned off silent mode and a loud noise out of nowhere made me look up. Bang! I hit something. I left the car to inspect. Under my car, there was a sign? A sign in the middle of a road. Luckily I didn't damage my Nissan. The sign was face down so I couldn't read its text. What kind of idiot does this? I was thinking. 2 roads, it seemed like the sign I hit was about the smaller, darker road on the left. I don't have time for this shit, I said. I turned around, no one was there. I didn't want to be connected to this incident. No sign, no evidence, no witnesses. So I decided to just get that thing out of my way. After I got rid of the sign, I got back to the car, I turned on the engine and my phone. 2:17 a.m., no connection, less than 5% battery, please charge. A lot of unimportant notifications. I turned off the phone and put it on the back seat again. I took the main road on the right and after 5 minutes of driving, I had to stop again. Construction zone. Another sign read. Are you kidding me? I said quietly. Road repairs are not common there. Actually, any kind of repair is rare. It's a town that no one cares about, not even the government. The last improvement was the fountain at the cemetery. The government was kind enough to add it on Christmas Eve 2018. At least that's what my brother told me. He lived in that town and he got kicked out of his house for not paying rent. His name is Paul. He's irresponsible. He never calls unless he needs something. Paul is still a nice guy though, just a little bit silly. I was looking at the workers and the fresh concrete when my phone rang. I picked up. Hey Paul, I said. Hey bro, you coming? That's the downside of being the only person with a car in the family, you become everyone's chauffeur. Well, sorry but I don't think I will be there before 4 a.m. Why didn't you take a bus or something? There are no buses in this town, a taxi is not a thing either, I have already told you that. He responded. Yeah, I forgot, you did tell me something about the lack of transport. Okay, so listen, Lydia's a bitch and I'm homeless right now, I'm currently sitting on a cold sidewalk and I need to get to our parents' house as soon as possible, he said. She kicked you out for a reason bro, you gotta pay rent, I said while I was parking the car by the side of the road that was being repaired. I'm broke. I got fired last month. Where are you? To be honest, I'm not sure where I am. This town sucks, the road is under construction at 2 a.m, I mean, what the heck? No people, no cars, nothing, everything seems strange, you live in a shithole. I turned off the engine. I'll take another route and I'll pick you up at 4 a.m. Bye. Noah, wait. What did you say? He asked. I said I was sorry, the best I can do is 4 a.m. I answered. No. Before that. What's under construction? He asked again. The road, Paul. Hooray, another improvement in this horrible town. Oh my god Noah, he said in a trembling voice. Yeah, unbelievable, right? Low battery, please charge. After the notification, my phone turned off. I let out a sigh. I was tired. I locked the door from the inside and fell asleep in the driver's seat. I was probably sleeping for 30 minutes, I couldn't check because my phone died. After the nap I returned to the crossroads, I had to take the other road. The dark road. I was thinking about those 3 words. Oh my god. It didn't sound like Paul at all. Something was wrong. The road was small and completely dark. After 15 minutes of driving through nothingness, I saw a gas station. I needed some snacks and water, so I decided to stop there. I left the Nissan Versa and locked it. I was walking toward the gas station's mini market. Inside, there was an old man and the cashier. I was listening to their conversation as I was looking for a chocolate bar. That will be $15.50. The cashier told him. The old man pulled out his wallet. Y'all should really do something about that road. No light at all. Completely dark, he said while he was counting the money. The cashier looked at him. It's under construction, sir, the light will return. No, not that one. Next to it, the side road. The old man said. I stopped looking at the snack section. I looked at them. The cashier was staring at the old guy. Did you take that side road? He stuttered. Yeah, man, the main road is closed. The old man paid and was about to leave when the cashier said. Give me your driver's license, now. The old man turned around. He laughed. Why would I? He said. The cashier let out a sigh. Sir, there was a sign that was physically preventing anyone from taking that road. How did you even manage to do that? What sign? I froze. That was the sign I hit. Something was wrong with the road I took and I didn't even read that sign. What about you? The cashier said while looking at me. I didn't say anything. I ran out of the store and unlocked my car. I turned on the engine. I went back to the crossroads. It was completely dark, but I managed to find the sign I had dumped. I brought the sign to the car headlight so I could read it. The sign read, Prevent your death. Go no farther. People are committing suicide because of the hitchhiker curse, don't pick up anyone near this road. I was shocked. Although I had not seen any hitchhiker on my way to the gas station. I decided to tell cashier about my incident. I got back in the car. I was driving. I was thinking about the old man and the cashier. About the sign. And after 200 yards. There was a tall man standing at the side of the road. With his thumb up. The hitchhiker had dark, messy, medium-length hair with fedora on his head. He was wearing a Bordeaux wool sweater and black jeans. He was extremely tall, 6 feet 5 inches at least. I don't usually say this, but boy was he ugly. Bushy black eyebrows were asymmetrical and his brown eyes looked dead. His nose was way too big for that small face with scars all over it. He was clean shaven and his unrealistic smile was creepy as hell. I didn't stop, of course. I wouldn't have stopped even if there was no sign. So I just drove past him. His eyes were glued to me the entire time. Something about him was unnerving. He was like a dead man walking or standing, in this case. He looked like a human-sized Muppet. I was looking at him in the rearview mirror. He was getting smaller and smaller in size as I drove. I kept looking until he was gone. I was also holding my breath the entire time. I don't know why. All I know is that I didn't notice it until I almost passed out. Is he a killer? I was thinking. He did look like he's mentally ill. Why would people commit suicide? Why would they pick him up? Who is he? So many questions, and yet, not many answers. Did my brother try to warn me? Oh my God, Noah. I turned around. My phone was in the back seat, again. I reached over and grabbed it. I tried to turn it on, but then I remembered. No battery. Don't buy Microsoft phones. After 10 minutes of driving, I stopped at the same gas station. I wanted to tell cashier about everything that had happened to me. I approached the store's door. The lights were turned off. I looked at the small white sticker on the door. Store hours. Monday to Friday. 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday. 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. Strange. It was Saturday and it was 3:06 a.m. The store was supposed to be opened. I started banging on the door. Hey. It's me. Open the door. I knew that no one was there. I just had to tell someone about the hitchhiker because I desperately needed answers and advices. Hey. I banged again. Nothing. It was completely quiet. Absolutely no sounds at all, which was both pleasant and creepy. I let out a sigh. I sat in front of the door and looked at the sky. The starry night. It was wonderful. No clouds. They are actually the reason we don't get to see that beauty every day. Most people hate clouds because of the rain, but I hate them for that. Everyone should be able to admire the stars anytime. 15 minutes had probably passed. I was completely lost, so I wasn't sure. I got up. I looked at my car. I considered continuing my journey to my brother. At the end of the day, that's what got that party started. I decided to ignore everything that was strange and pick up my brother. I was walking towards the Nissan when I got an idea. The plan was to break into the store at 3 a.m. just to get a charger. I wanted to call my brother. He lived in that town and he knew something. I needed as much information as possible, but I had to charge my phone first. Since there was absolutely no one around, I decided to do it. I started looking for something to break the glass. I found a plank with nails in it. I figured that would do the trick. I swung, but I stopped right before the nail was about to burst through. This is not who I am. I was thinking. I'm not a criminal. I sighed again. I looked at my reflection in the glass. An innocent-looking man with a spiked plank in his hand. I chuckled. Not innocent. Anymore. I said as I was swinging. The glass shattered into 1,000 pieces. It made a loud noise and some broken pieces cut my hand. I dropped the plank and got in. It was completely dark inside, but I managed to find a lighter near the counter. Where are the chargers? I was thinking. The store was quite small. After 5 minutes of searching, I found a charger, unpacked it, found a socket, and plugged my phone in. I just had to wait for it to charge. The whole scenery was unique. A broken glass, an empty road and the starry night. While I was waiting, I was thinking about everything that had happened that day. What a ride. I was supposed to be in my car with Paul. He was waiting for me, and there I was, robbing a gas station store, waiting for my phone to charge. Brother of the year. I wanted to steal more. I was in the market by myself, why not take advantage of it? I grabbed everything I had touched with my bloody hand: Snickers bar, bubble gum, energy drinks, gummy bears, soap, air fresheners. I didn't even care what I was taking at that point. So, I started eating. It took me about 45 minutes to finish 5 bags of chips. Then I drank a bottle of Coke. Being a thief pays off. I was sitting behind the counter and I was so full I couldn't even stand up. After a few tries, I managed to stand up, and when I did, I saw a man standing in front of the store. I froze. I was sure it was the hitchhiker. I was thinking fast, so I grabbed my charged phone to turn on the flashlight. It wasn't the hitchhiker. It was the old man. He came back. "Sir?" I said in a trembling voice. He chuckled. "Thanks for doing the hard part for me." "What are you talking about?" I answered. "I wanted to do the same thing, pal, rob the store, grab a pack of cigarettes, you know." "Why would you do that?" "I desperately needed a charger. You don't desperately need a cig." He came to me and said, "You don't know shit about what I need. Light up this area." He pointed at the cigarettes. After at least 30 seconds of examining, the old man took Marlboro Vintage. "So that's the one." I tried to smile. I've always wanted to try it. But the Vintage was always too expensive. We sat down. "Yeah. I feel you," I said while giving him the lighter. He smoked for a few minutes. Then he got up. He approached the cash box. It was unlocked. "Oh, come on, man. Don't do that. Don't go that far." The old man looked at me. He opened the cash box and pulled out his wallet, but instead of putting the money in it, he took the money from it. "What are you doing?" I asked, confused. "I'm paying." He responded with a smile on his face. He paid for the cigarettes and continued. "If you have seen it, it's too late. Turns out, there is only one possible outcome. Spare yourself the trouble." I stood up, even more confused. "What the fuck are you talking about? If you're drunk, go the fuck home." The old man chuckled again. He pulled out a gun, put it to his head, and pulled the trigger. I screamed and tried to look away. I was shaking. I grabbed my phone to finally call my brother. The old man's brain was all over it. I was grossed out, but I tried not to pay attention to it. I didn't want to call the cops because I was not an innocent victim either. "Paul? Can you hear me? Something messed up just happened and you wanted to say something about the hitchhiker curse, but my phone died. Can you say it now?" "Noah. Run."